Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are going to take a look at the new KTOS updates on August 12, 2021, which include the new mounting system called vehicles, the guild channels, and many more changes to the game. Now, the first one is going to be the mount system, which is called vehicles. They are a content-oriented means of transportation and can be bought using the summon vehicle skill in the common tab skill, which is F3. The skill is not displayed if at least one mount is not registered, so meaning that you won't be able to see the skills until you have one mount registered to your catcher or to your account. Only one mount can be summoned at a time, and there is no limit to the level of riding, which means that you can use this mount on any catcher levels. The summon mount skill is not used during combat or jumping. Summoning skills are cancelled if a character is hit when summoning a mount or moving while casting a skill. Only the body group can use the summon mount skill while riding his companion to take advantage of the effects of increasing the movement speed of the vehicle by +8. However, the other additional effects are not applied, and the companion that you are riding does not change the vehicle appearance. So some of the target class, which include Cataphract, Templars, Lancer, Hacker Spell, SR, and Sheriff. All the skill cannot be used while summoning a mount, including the boarding class as well. The mount can be registered using one specific item, and that is vehicle registration certificate items. And you can check the mount that you have in your companions, which is the F9 tab. Registered mounts can be used by all characters in the team. When summoning a mount skills, the mount selected in the mount list is summoned. To change the mount, you must first cancel the summon and then re-summon the summoning mount. When changing a vehicle, a cooldown of about 60 seconds is applied by the way, and when disembarking a vehicle, you can cancel the summon by reducing the summon vehicle skill. If a character died or entered hero story content, the mount will be cancelled. As of right now, there are 3 mounts available, which include the Nautilus Snails, Kokogi Bird, and Ash Lions. Now, there are 3 ways to obtain this. In order to get the Nautilus Snails, you need to clear the hero story content in 10 minutes 200 times. You also get a title called Liquid Waters. And for the Kokogi Bird, you need to clear 500 bounty hunts, and you get a title called Executors. And lastly, for the Ash Lions, you need to clear the Goddess Race for the body version 150 times. You get a title called the Snake Tamers. Now, here are some of the effects for the mounts. For every single mount, which include Nautilus Snails, Kogi Birds, and Ash Lions, you will get +8 movement speed. For the Nautilus Snail, you will get final damage to the bounty hunt wanted monster by 50% and reduce damage taken from them by 20%, which is really nice by the way. For the Kogi Bird, you get a final damage to the bounty hunt bot by 20%. And lastly, for the Ash Lions, you get 25% chance to notify the wanted monster battles during the bounty hunt, which is quite nice in my opinion, since it allows you to speedrun through the bounty hunt without having to deal with the wanted monster. Additionally, Skywing22 from the KTOS forums also did some data mining and gave us more information. There's actually 3 more mounts which is not added to the game yet. The first one is going to be Helio Griffins, and second one is going to be Goldfish, and the third one is going to be Polar Reindeer. Goldfish is actually belong to the pay package, which this is the image right here. This is a screenshot, and if you can actually see the goldfish. It's look really cute by the way. And for the Helio Griffins, as of right now, there is no information on that right now. Polar Reindeer as well. So if anything, I'll try to keep you guys updated as much as possible until you guys can actually see this mount. But as of right now, goldfish is available from the pay package. Next up is going to be the Bounty Hunt Advanced Order, which require at least level 460 catcher and above. Now, in order to start the Advanced Order, you need to get the Advanced Order from one of the area, which include the first floor of Asha Dungeon, second floor, and the containment area. There are 3 different type of orders, which include the level 460 Calpeta Advanced Order, Orsha, and Femidian. Order items can only be moved to the team warehouse, and the level of the monster appearing in the bounty hunt is the same as the command level, which is the item level by the way. And if the catcher level is lower than the command level, you cannot proceed with the bounty hunt. Now, how to proceed to it? The advanced bounty hunt area is the same as before, but powerful wanted monster appear, and 10 advanced wanted monster are created for each battle. And during the advanced bounty hunt, there is a certain probability that an Asmodean merchant will appear. The Asmodean Merchant appear once per instruction books or the advanced orders. The Asmodean Merchant encounter can be resolved in 3 ways, and the area movement is restricted until the Asmodean Merchant encounter is resolved. So it can be exchanged for the level 460 either Gym Catalyst using the item offered by the Asmodean Merchant. The item presented by the Asmodean merchant do not change until the advanced bounty hunt ended, and the corresponding materials can be obtained after defeating the advanced bounty hunt boss. So here are the list of the items. We have the Darius Bantam Small Money, Crown of Purple Hippers, Walker Scottfield the 4, Nightmare has a shield, Subsidious Coppola leg hair, and a bunch of other stuffs. And we have the location of them as well. The level 460 Gym Catalyst items can be used when clearing the Burniest Fragment dungeon, and the maximum number of enhancements for the Gym enhancements is added by 5 each time it is used, so you could say this is quite nice to upgrade the Gym for your character. Additionally, the item provided by the Asmodean merchant through the voucher of fixed level 460 Gym Catalyst. The voucher can successfully or unsuccessfully in trading with certain probability. If the strand action is successful, the Asmodean merchant encounter its resolves after acquiring the level 460 Gym Catalyst. But if the action fails, the fight or leave option will be displayed. If you select leave, the Asmodean merchant disappears and the encounter is resolved. However, if you click on fights, there is a chance to obtain level 460 Gym Catalyst after fighting the Demon Merchant. When switching to the battle status is maintained even if reconnected, and the existing option cannot be changed. Now, there is actually a third option which is called Persuade. Once Persuade is selected, 3 options are displayed, and each option has a 50% chance to resolve the Asmodean Merchant encounter or enter the combat against the Demon Merchant. And lastly, we have the reward for the advanced order of the bounty hunt. When you defeat the boss monster, you can acquire all the reward items within each rank according to the acquisition probability for each rank. So we have S rank, A rank, B rank, and C rank. The only difference between all this rank is that B rank and C rank does not get the Gym socket key, only S rank and A rank does. You also get the token of the Goddess Kabisha and Breath of Power along with Gym fragments, which is really nice by the way. Also, you can obtain 1 out of the Gym with equal probability when you right click 20 Gym fragments, so this is really nice. Next up, we have the Guild Community tab. As the Guild Committee tab is reorganized, the content of the existing committee bullet board will be deleted after the regular maintains on August 12th, which is Thursday by the way. The Guild Committee function has been reorganized from the existing bullet board format to a channel method. You can create a new chat room by clicking the plus button on the left, and only guild member with permission can create a chat room. A maximum of 30 players can actually have this permission per guild. You can participate by selecting a chat room created in the community. If it's a private room, a lock icon is displayed. When entering a private room, you need to enter the password in order to enter the room. You can register as a notice by right-clicking on the post register in the chat room, and a notice is fixed at the top of the chat rooms up to 5 exposure. Notification permission is required to register for notice, and it can only be used in the chat room that you belong to. Channel member can check on the right, and you can check whether they are currently connected or not, which means they are online or not. The community authority can be granted or limited by the guildmaster according to his or her rank. The right to delete the chat rooms allow you to delete the chat room other than the chat room that you have created. And you can delete the private chat room, but you cannot view them. The chat room notification permission is the right to send notification to all guild members belong to the chat room and can only be used in the room that you belong to. In this case of the chat room that you belong to, you can right click on the chat room and select notification setting option through the setting function. Next up, it's going to be some major content getting changed, which include the hero story modes. The UI of the ready button in the preparation stage has been changed. Improvements have been made so that the existing equipment is automatically re-equipped when moving to the area after the hero story modes. The UI display at the start of the stage is changed to automatically end it after 3 seconds. The signing buff is replaced with a buff dedicated to heroism. Item tooltip visibility is improved. A typo in the buff tooltip is also fixed as well. The way that gear score is calculated has been changed. PvP set option no longer give the score, which include Ezra and chairs, so the gear score do not raise in the PvP set option. The gear score will be corrected even if there are no weapon items or set option in the secondary slot during the dual slot. For the weapon, the gem score is reflected based on the color gem, but also the ether gem. The color gem is going to be 1 point per levels. The ether gems is going to be level multiplied by 0.15. Some content gear score limited are adjusted. So this one is going to be the Goddess Ray. For the auto max version, it's going to change from 445 to 450. For the party version, it's going to be from 460 to 470. The weekly purchase limits for the Goddess enhancement car items from the fam shop has been changed, aka the repetition shop. Basically, they upgrade the purchase limit from 3 to 5, which means that you can buy 5 cars per shots per week as long as you have enough coin. The trainage most function has been added to Familiar Taverns. Improvement has been made that the number of lottery attempts can be adjusted by setting multiplayer modes by drawing the Familiar Taverns. So basically, I don't know how this actually works, to be honest. Nobody used the Familiar Taverns or Familiar Ballot. The component of the Goddess Grey or Goddess Protections has been changed. Basically, they took out the Arsenal fragments, which you only get one, and replaced it with 300 Feminian Pup lottery free coupons. I guess this is not bad in my opinions. I guess there's more chance that people will do the Feminian Pup lottery now. Next up is going to be the method of exchanging hero ticket in the Mercenary Bash Shop. So basically, if you purchase a Hero Story Mode one-time ticket at the Mercenary Bash Shop, the ticket will not enter or will not display in your inventory, but the number of entry will increase immediately. If the number of admission to the story mode is more than once, the ticket will not be exchanged. The usability of some items is improved. The cooldown time of various raid and content ticket is changed to 1 second. The cooldowns of the monster card books or monster card albums have been changed to 10 seconds instead of 1 minute. The entry level of concentrate SP and SP potion level 15 items is modified to be discardable. The 1000 attribute points item award as a content reward will be replaced with the same items. I'm not sure what kind of item, to be honest. They didn't mention nothing on here, but it also applies for the assistant dungeon as well. The art acquisition method is improved. The art for each class will be changed so that they can acquire from the skill and attributes from Edge UI. When using the art acquisition attribute exempt tickets, 36,000 points will be paid to the catcher attributes points. When you acquire the art, the mystic tome in your inventory is automatically consumed, and if the item is locked, it is impossible to acquire the arts. In the case of the previous exchange arts, you can acquire them by right-clicking it in the same way as before. The Goddess Equipment Management UI has been improved. The UI display during the succession of the Goddess Equipments has been improved, and the equipment succession become possible when you enter succession in the input windows. If there is an option saved in the engraving slot, the UI caution displays will be improved, and the option is saved and the current save option will be provided. And lastly, when registering the weapon and armor in the equipment locker, a warning message is displayed stating that the inker can only be given to the Goddess equipment. The registering process for the 2S support guild is simplified and the penalty is added. For the team that not belonging to the guilds, when joining the 2S support guild, it is improved so that it joins immediately without the approval. In the 2S support guild, the following special penalties are applied. In the event of repeated simple memberships and withdrawal that goes against the purpose of the TOS support guild or intentionally profit-seeking or unnamed behavior using the guilds, there may be a compulsory withdrawals and permanent membership bans and services use restriction according to the operation policy. Now, before I wrap up this video, we do have one more content, and that is going to be the Demon Temptation. This time, we are getting the raining theme. Now, Mikumo from the KTOS forum and the Dual Civic Committee actually did some data mining for us and provide us a lot of images on some of these cosmetics and items. It looked really cool, by the way, to be honest. One of my favorite would be the short hoodie, which remind me of the VTuber named Gura. I also have the link to the KTOS forum about this data mine, which will be available in the video description below, so feel free to check it out. Anyway, that is all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Sanoji, and I will see you all in the next video. Later!